Oh, Maria's here? Okay, great. I'll be out there in a second. I'll be right back. Miss Williams here, so I'll bring you back, okay?
I noticed that Jaden's doing a lot better this year than he was last year since his diagnosis.
Yeah, he has met all his goals from last year. He's smashing the goals so far we got through this year. So.
Yeah, it's great.
Hey guys, Maria's here. Hello.
Hi. I'm Nathan.
Maria.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Did you want anything to drink or eat while we're
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, sit right there. We'll get going. All right, so I know you're a busy woman, so we'll try to get this out as quick as possible, but if you have any questions, there's no rush, okay? So take your time. This is just kind of a planning meeting for Jade, and we're just going to talk about what his progress last year to what we're looking at this year and kind of some goals set for him as well as like some accommodations and things like that. Do you have any questions before we get started?
Yeah, actually, I was wondering, I have your contact information. I was wondering how I could get a hold of you if I needed to anytime.
Okay, so my office number is 614-750-8537. And my email is nathanwhite675@gmail.com. Any of those are the best way to reach me, and I have your contact information, so if there's anything I need to contact you for, I'll do that as soon as I can.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have anything else?
Right now, no. I might as to go on, but.
Yeah, don't hesitate to stop if you have anything or thought process or anything like that. So what we'll go ahead and get started with is we'll talk to Dr. Kelsey over here. She'll kind of talk about the testing and some of the results and things like that.
Okay, so first I'll talk about math. I sent home a paper about his math scores when he took his OATs. So he got 751. He excels in math, so nothing to worry about there. He also excels in science. We think he's going to have some kind of science career because of how good he is in science. But unfortunately, we don't have any testing that goes along with science. So, but he does excel.
He always talks about science at home. He loves it.
Yes. So then reading is where we're more concerned. So he got a 678. So he's in limited, but he's like almost on the edge of basic. So we're really trying to watch that. And then I think you did some tests.
Yeah, we did the
like words per minute.
Words per minute test, and we gave him a timed reading passage of a minute, and he could correctly identify about 72 words per minute, which is very low for the level we're at right now. So he's just slightly behind the average, which is it's not to worry about too bad, but we want to help him now so it's not something that falls behind even worse later on.
Yep. So then since he got those scores on the minute time tests and then also on the OATs, you brought him in for that WISC test, and then we did that. So he excelled on the performance part, which is like picture completion, like just things in life. And then the verbal part was where he like really struggled. So like comprehension, vocab, things like that. So that was the part that he really did not do good on the tests. So then they're going to talk about the things that you guys can do and they're going to do to help with this reading problems.
Yeah, and so we've collaborated a lot together with kind of just some reading interventions that would help him. We know we've talked about, I think you talked about the running
record. Yeah,
a running record kind of stuff, and just kind of like the idea of what that basically is it's just a prompt that he will read and we kind of write to where the errors occur and kind of stuff like that. And then we take those results and kind of understand if it's the fluency, like just basically if it's the struggle within the reading itself or if it's the comprehension, whether he's understanding what he's reading and things like that. And so I think you have the objective where you kind of want him to fall within the reading prompts and stuff like that.
So right now, Jaden's at a 60 to 65%, depends on the week, what correct amount he can get. But the second quarter, we want him to hit about 70% accuracy. The third quarter, we want a 75% accuracy, and by the end of the year, like an 80% accuracy. And we're going to work on that throughout the whole year, about 3 times a month inside the classroom.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds like improvement, hopefully.
Yes, definitely. And the other thing too we wanted to mention, we had talked about the school actually has a after-school tutoring and reading. I know he's kind of part of like the Latchkey, and I think he mentioned that brother or sister picks him up after school and everything. But I was just wondering if that's something you think you would be interested in getting him into to kind of help.
So you wanted to take him out of latchkey and then put him in the other one?
Yeah, it would just kind of be for about 30, 45 minutes extra tutoring. I think it would be beneficial, but of course we need to ask you if you want to be.
Of course, I think that'd be a good idea.
All right, well then we'll make sure we get him into that, and I'll just need to get some information from you later on, and then we are always in contact, so we'll be able to get that filled out for him. And so next thing we're gonna want to do is just kind of talk about the social skills for him. I know you've worked a lot last year with him, with the smart glasses, which I think are so cool. If you want to go ahead and talk a little bit about those things.
Yeah, okay, so last year we had him doing just the eye contact, and I think we set the goal to like an 80% is what we set it to, and he smashed that to get it to a 90%. So we're gonna stop working with just the eye contact, and we're gonna actually do like reading people's emotions, such as like the facial expressions and just the nonverbal cues that happen throughout the day. And right now we have them at like 50% accuracy with that. But for the second quarter, our goal is to get them up to a more 10% higher accuracy, so 60%. And then third quarter, like a 70%, and fourth quarter, like an 80% and more, which he's doing well with right now, as it's just stuff he's been doing this whole year. Take him out twice a week, and he does about 4 times a month.
Yeah, at home, sometimes he struggles to notice that I'm upset with him, so we have been working with the facial expressions at home too.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, that's definitely what we implement here at the school. Anything you can end up doing at home is very beneficial for Jaden. So yeah, definitely keep that up. I know Jaden has talked to me some. He talked about how we would like to have more friends. I think he has one friend in his class right now. I think they're neighbors and stuff, and so they play basketball together with the siblings and things like that. So, but I know he's mentioned, which is, that student has been very beneficial to outreach Jaden's personality and getting to talking to other people every now and then. But we noticed that without that student, Jaden's a little more withdrawn and stuff like that. And talking a little more about Jaden, I think he mentioned that at his previous school, he was made fun of for not being able to like understand other students, and he was kind of picked on. And so, we really want to work on getting him the opportunities to make new friends and stuff like that. So, what we're kind of going to work on with him is in the classroom, the general education classroom, with myself. He will be given at least once a week the opportunity to work with a new classmate. And kind of what we want to do with that is Jaden will be learning like prompts about how to have typical conversations, just how to start maybe conversations like, hi, how are you? As well as like, just really in the conversations and maybe not necessarily talking about Star Wars, even though we all know he loves Star Wars, but just a little bit more conversations other than Star Wars. And so what we kind of want to do for him is within the second quarter, we're going to want him to try to use at least two of those prompts, just kind of on his own with a classmate in the classroom. And then we'll go to 4, and then we'll want to ultimately end with 6, him using 6 talking points of that prompt. And so this will just be kind of stuff it'll be us working with him within the classroom and giving him kind of a sheet, talking about what these kinds of situations, you ask this in this situation, or how are you feeling, or, hope you're okay. Like just, those kinds of things. And it'll go along with reading the emotions and things like that. Do you have any questions at the moment?
Actually, I have a couple. So, what do you see as his main strength, and how can I support it at home? So I know he's really excels in math, but with reading, I know he struggles. So how could I implement things at home to help out?
Okay. So when it comes at home, you talked about science and math being a strong point, and then reading kind of being a little bit harder. I've noticed that finding text that really interests the students, for instance, in Jaden's case, he loves Star Wars. So I don't know if he has books at home in regards to Star Wars and stuff like that. That's something that we've noticed really is beneficial to the student if they actually like what they're reading. I think that's all all of us, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The moment we actually like what we're reading, we want to read it. And so, I mean, just kind of, I know he likes basketball, so just like things about those kinds of topics, books, getting like books like that at home would be really beneficial in helping him kind of expand his learning in regards to reading.
I can do that. There's a library right down the road, and he actually loves to be outside, so
Great.
maybe he could take a trip down there with his neighbors.
He'll run off all that energy too
Yeah.
that he has.
Yeah. So what would his day kind of look like? Like, which classroom would he be in most of the day, and like, how's that go?
He's mostly in my classroom. We switch classrooms amongst some of the content being in 5th grade and stuff like that. But typically he's with me. I know, and when it comes to his art and gym, correct?
Yeah.
He will then go with Nathan over here to do some of the interventions and stuff. And so we try to take him out of those classrooms that necessarily aren't based on the content academically. So that way he kind of isn't missing too much. I know we have free time, so then sometimes we'll try to take him out on extra things like that and stuff. So yeah, does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. So throughout the day, you two are really like the only two he's with. There's not like anybody else is specific.
I mainly focus on reading and language arts, so that's kind of why I'm here. He does have also math and a science teacher. They're unable to make it today, so he might go transfer into their classes and stuff like that since we transfer in 5th grade. But typically, yes, he's with his peers most of the time. He's in the general education, he's only pulled out twice for like 45 minutes, I think is what our class is.
Yeah, I think
45,
it's
47 minutes or something like that.
47 minutes.
And then he'll go in a resource room and just work with Nathan and just wherever they seem fitting for whatever they're working on. Okay.
Sounds good. So when would be a good time to have a conversation about his progress? Like, would you guys send me emails? Would you send me something home, or how would that work?
We can do about once a week, once a month, once bi-week, whatever would work for you.
I feel like monthly would be okay. In case something happens specific, of course, you guys can contact me anytime. But I think monthly would be good, just of like progress and stuff.
Yeah, and I can, it'll either come from one of us. I know we've been in a lot of contact, so it might more than likely come from me. I'll just get the information that he's working with Nathan over here, and we'll do a monthly report of just how he's doing with his social skills and stuff like that. And we'll also talk about the behavior or the emotional kind of goals that we have set for him. So those ones as well as his social, and then just his reading as well. And we'll just kind of put those all in a monthly report for you, if that's okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, and we also too, if you're ever interested in what's going on in the classroom, a lot of teachers, especially like myself, will put out newsletters that the kids take home, and so getting them home is the big part. But if you don't end up getting that, maybe Jaden loses it or something, let me know, and I don't have a problem sending that in an email. And so that's not a problem. But just let me know, because it just is fun to get to see the project that the students are doing, and Jaden is just such a happy kid, and he's always smiling, and so I feel like he seems like he's enjoying himself when he's here, and so I think you would love to see those kinds of things that he's also accomplishing. Do you have any other questions?
I don't have any questions, but I do know he is enjoying this school a lot more than his old school. So I know you guys are doing something right.
Oh, well, thank you. We're glad to hear that. One more thing that we will talk about before I forget is just kind of the emotional outburst. I know you said when he first came to us halfway through his 3rd grade year, it was really rough. And I know there's a lot of changes that were going on and things like that. And so, but we've also seen immense improvement in Jaden, just with him adapting to being at this school and stuff like that. So in our general education classroom, something that we have implemented this year, school district-wide, at least for the elementary, is something called a spotlight behavioral system. And what that kind of means is that you have a green light, a yellow light, and a red light. Green is good, all the kids start there throughout the week. And then if something were to happen, so maybe, let's just use Jaden for an example. If there happened to be an outburst where, he was yelling and we couldn't redirect him, or he was throwing something, then maybe we have to be like, Jaden, you need to move your clip. And so then he move it to the yellow, and then if it were to continue throughout the day, we'd have to move to the red. Which the red then kind of symbolizes that he doesn't get his reward at the end of the week. And so basically what we're kind of wanting to do with Jane is we're going to want to start off with the first quarter. We're going to have this clip. We don't want it to be moved more than 6 times a week. And then which kind of consults into like 6 outbursts throughout the week if we want to think about it like that. Then the third quarter, no more than 4 times. And then we wanted to ultimately end with less than 3 times a week. And I think you were the one that mentioned something about he really likes basketball. I think it was you. And so what we've kind of come up with is do you want to go ahead and explain? I think this is a great idea.
So at the end of the week, if he has met his goal, I take him out and we play a little one-on-one at the end of the day during the free time. So he gets outside, runs some energy off, and instead of just getting like a material toy for meeting the goal, he actually gets to have some fun, like some memories, basically.
I think that's a good idea. He really loves basketball.
Yeah.
Even when it's snowing, he's trying to go outside and play basketball.
Gotta bring him in. Okay. Well, that's all that we have here for you today. Is there anything else you can think of?
At the time, no, but I'm sure I can call you guys if I think of anything.
Yes, please do. If anything pops up, don't hesitate. We'll always try to be in contact and stuff like that if you have any questions. I know there's a lot of information, but if something pops up later on, don't hesitate to send me an email or give me a call, as well as Nathan here. So,
Okay. Sounds good.
Great.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in.
I didn't know if we were like doing something.
I didn't think we were. I think we're just gonna walk her out.
Yeah.